What's up, worthy gang? Janelle's back again. Today is Friday. The current time is, what's the current time? It's 1:04 p.m. I wanted to post again for you guys because I gotta get this thing started. So I think what I'm first gonna start off doing is reading some of my poems and some of the stories that I've written. You know, for you guys, just to get the page really started. This video again is going to be uncut, unfiltered, unscrewed. You can hear the cats in the background. I have them all here for you today. Come on, focus. One cat, one dog, and then there's some other ones over there. I'm recording again on my phone. Because I'm still having difficulties with the camera, but this is my camera. It's a Nikon Coolpix B500. It won't turn on right now because I have to get new batteries, but it's a pretty good camera. It has all its features. It has the light. It can do that and that and how do I do the other thing? I always forget. And that and like that. Hopefully in the future this could be a giveaway camera. If you want to buy this one, I wanted this one forever. I like the color of it. I got this one from Best Buy. It was Best Buy. It was about $300. It's a nice little camera. Okay, so today I'm going to be reading you one of my poems, I think. I was trying to decide because originally I was going to read you one of my stories, but now I think I want to read you one of my poems. I'm not sure which one of them I want to read to you. Give me a second here, guys. Sheba, which one should I read? Which one should I read for the babies? She's so adorable. Her name's Sheba. She has the little scar by her eye. Okay, let me get this. Okay, I'll read this one. This one I wrote, it's titled We Are Who We Are. I wrote it in the heat of Black History Month last year, 2017. I wrote it. I read it to a few of my peers and they enjoyed it. They thought it was really good. So let's see if you think the same. Sorry if I get a few distractions while I'm reading it, because the kittens like to meow. He likes to do his thing. So, okay. I'm reading it off my laptop, so that's why I won't be looking at the camera while I'm reading it. Here we go. This poem is titled We Are Who We Are. Judge us if you want, but we are who we are. We will flaunt our dreads and break combs in our heads before we take to heart the words you have said. Neglect us if you want, but we are who we are. We started off in the back of buses, so we want that new car. Every black girl and black boy wants to be a star because we've been cleaning your mess and working too hard. Disgrace us if you want, but we are who we are. We have carried the weight of the world on our shoulders. We've made history from boulders and learned from our elders, so don't try to push us over. We are trashy, we are ghetto, we belong in the hood. It's time for you to be taught because we are far from being understood. We are survivors, we are leaders, we are strong black people. Or do they forget that? Do they forget that our anatomy is the same? Our skin color will not take the blame for someone to ever call us out of name. Hate us if you want, discriminate us if you want, love us if you want. But we are who we are. That's a poem I wrote, as I said, last year. It was last year, February. When I wrote this poem, as today, there was a lot of discrimination going on in the world. And it really affected me, I should say. There was a lot going on recently. I think maybe a couple weeks or a month or so before Alton Sterling, he had been killed due to police brutality. I don't really want to get too deep on the subject on this channel because I don't want to offend anybody or make anyone feel attacked. But I write poems. This is one of 2 poems I wrote about discrimination and the Black community. I read this poem. It was in front of my school. You know, we have all races at that school. Black, Hispanic, white, Native American. You know, we had all the different races at our school. And I think it was good to read this in front of that big a community. Plus, being the age levels, it was age levels from 10 to 18, 10 to 19, 10 to 20. Just to let them know, like, the issues, you know, that are going on. Because some people are blind to this, and it's good to let them know at a young age to treat others well, you know, love people, accept people, don't discriminate, don't hate, because, you know, it won't really get you anywhere. And the day I read that poem, I think it was either the day of Black History Month, ignore that. It was Black History Month when I read that poem. We were having a Black History Month program at our school. And while I was reading, because it was really silent while I was reading, and you know, the older community that I was reading to, they were listening, they were understanding. And I had a few of my peers give me feedback after I read it. You know, I talked to them and everything. And it was kind of sad to hear that not all the feedback was positive. Not, I wasn't expecting positive feedback like, oh, you're great, you can write, and you do good with the poem. But the message I was sending, that's what I wanted positive feedback on, the message I was sending, because there's nothing negative in the poem. Like, it's not provoking negativity. It's like provoking people to be more accepting to people. That's like the whole gist of the poem. And there were a lot of harsh words said in the crowd while I was reading my poem. I won't go into exactly what they said, but it was just saddening. See that in that community there was still, you know, such harsh words. And it'll take a while, maybe take forever to get issues like this solved, but yeah. And I just wanted to read this one to you guys because, you know, currently today's day and age, still a lot of that going on. In America, at least. I don't know where you're watching from. America. And I would say I'm from Houston, Texas. And I'm from Houston, Texas, and we have a lot of discrimination here, and there's here and there unjust police brutality, but you know, it can't be compared to be compared to where it's, you know, worse at. And it's not to belittle anybody's attack. It's not to minimize anybody being a victim. It's just to say that you have to start big even where the small problems are. Like, you know, like, I always talk too much, so I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but you know, like, just make a change, people. I want to hopefully encourage more people to be more positive. I'm a very positive person. And like I said in my last video, I'm very emotional also. So it's hard to, like, express exactly what I feel sometimes, but, you know, I'm sorry. You just have to be more positive. Like, I try to be positive about everything. The worst days of my life, I try to be positive. I'll go into more deep of that in another video. I'm deciding if I want to post 2 videos today. I might. Okay, I had a